Back in the 90s, Polly Pockets made playsets small, but they were for girls. So every toy company wanted to do a version of Polly Pockets for boys. Let's take a look. Hey guys, it's back for another video. Man, we got I was going to say excited one today. I don't know, maybe I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here. But you remember in the 90s? I know a lot of you grew up and played with toys mostly in the 80s, but we collected toys in the 90s, and some of you grew up in the 90s. Anyway, Polly Pockets was really big, and they had these little play sets that was in like a little shell case. You open it up, and you had a little play area right there. They were really small, looks like toys you're losing the couch cushion time you got it. But they were a big hit. So, of course, when toy companies saw that and they were targeted at girls, they said, we've got to come up with something that boys can play with that's Polly Pocket-like. It's kind of like when girls were playing with troll dolls. Then they came out with those boy troll dolls, you know, the ones for boys. But there was a lot of them that came out. Probably the most popular one was this one right here. Mighty Max. Mighty Mac. Mighty Max. Mac. Mighty Mac. Whoever the hell this is. Here he is right here. I don't know, the figure like is bigger than the whole playset. But this one was probably the most successful, but there were some other ones that came out in the 90s. Like this one right here. Thunderbirds. Yeah, Thunderbirds. Wasn't that from the 60s? You trying to capture the kids, the boys of the 90s? You're not going to do it with Thunderbirds. Don't get me wrong, Thunderbirds is cool and everything, but I can't see boys really getting into Thunderbirds in the 90s. Remember that awful movie they did? I think Commander Riker directed that crap. Anyway, it's better than that Speed Racer crap. And how about this right here? Robot. I don't know what this is, but I remember seeing it a lot in the 90s. I never saw the show or the movie or whatever. I just always saw the logo. I think it came on PBS. Nothing ever came on PBS that was any good. Well, Blake 7 came on it, but it wasn't made for PBS. Let's move on here. How about Gargoyles? Now you're saying that's not a mini playset, and I'll give you it's not. They try to turn a watch into a mini playset. A lot of other companies did this also, but here's Gargoyles. Remember that? Does anybody remember Gargoyles? And how about Sammy Steele and the Micro Mob? I don't know who Sammy Steele is. Maybe you do. I know who Sammy Simmons is, but no one else does because I went to school with him. But I always like to say his name, Sammy Simmons. I always like saying that, Sammy Simmons. But here it is. This is a classic fake Polly Pocket with the clamshell that opens up. Some of these might be a little different. Try to do something a little different, but the same concept of something mini. But there it is, Sammy Steele. Nobody's going to be cool named Sammy. Unless maybe Sammy Davis Jr. He's cool. And the Ninja Turtles got into the act with this mini mutant playset. Right there. Ninja Turtles. Of course, Playmates made that one. And they did a couple of different ones. Not showing you all. We're just showing you a basic so you kind of get the theme what we're going for here. But there it is. You can tell Polly Pocket's a hit. Boys like turtles. Let's make a mini playset for the turtle fans. How about Spider-Man? Toy Biz did Spider-Man right here. This is kind of cool because it looks like a comic book. And it opens up and it's got little figures and little buildings and stuff. I have to admit, this one's kind of cool. I wasn't a little kid in the 90s. I was buying more collectible toys, you know, Star Wars figures with muscles. Yeah, I want my Luke Skywalker buffed. I don't know about you. But this is kind of cool right here. And of course, Toy Biz did X-Men and some others along with it. Like, look at this one right here. Star Trek got in the act. They tried to be a little cooler with a ship instead of a clamshell that opens up. And here's the Romulan Warbird mini playset. Open up, there's a playset. Now these figures did bend at the pelvis area, so you could sit in seats and everything, although the legs stuck straight out like a Star Wars figure. I remember they was always, I had some of these that would pop off. Now you're saying, Junkman, why'd you have this? You didn't buy toys in the 90s. You only bought collectibles, action figures. Well, this is during my Star Trek love. I think I only bought the Borg ship. If I remember. The Enterprise I wanted never did get. And how about, even Pokemon. Pokemon got into the act. That's just some stuff I just won't never understand. Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z. I just can't get it. That sip shit. I was just too old when this stuff came out. I don't really even get Power Rangers. Let's move on to Batman Forever. A little bigger playset here, but still micro size. And it's got, who's that? Val Kilmer? Oh. But there it is. I think this one might have Mr. Freeze in it. Remember what he said? Remember Mr. Freeze? Remember him? What killed the dinosaurs? My refrigerator! Remember that? That was a stupid quote. Stupid quote. And then we've got, X-Men. Like I said, they made Spider-Man, so now they made X-Men. And there it is, again, like a little comic book and everything. Looks really cool. And then we've got Primal Rage. Remember that video game? I think Atari made it in the 90s. And here's a little behind the scenes. This video was going to be a Primal Rage figure about the action figures. I said, nobody's going to click on that. Then I saw this. I said, oh yeah, remember those little play sets? I said, let's dig up some more of them. So you lucky. Didn't get a Primal Rage action figure line video. Unless maybe you're really into it and you're like, oh, I like to have seen that. You're not going to see it. And then we've got Tarzan, the epic adventure. Oh, Trade Masters. Surprised it doesn't make sound. All their toys love to make sounds. 3 adventure playsets to choose from. They were trying their best to make Tarzan a big hit, and it never did. Never did catch on. It's like toy companies always trying to make Zorro. Here's some behind-the-scenes news for you. Before it was going to be a Primal Rage video, I was looking into doing a Zorro video, and all the times toy companies tried hard to make a Zorro action figure line a hit. Never did work. They done it like 4 times. Never did work. But then I said, nah, let's move on and do Primal Rage. And I said, nobody cares about Primal Rage. Let's go and do mini playsets. And we'll see if anybody cares about them. Well, y'all know what you care about right here. Star Wars. A little smaller. I mean, they took mini and made it micro, made it even smaller. But it was a little heads. You open them up. You couldn't really do much with them. But they were kind of, they wasn't. You just bought them because they had Star Wars. Let's be honest. And then you got Lion King. I guess it was for boys and for girls. I don't really think Lion King is being just a boy toy line or just a girl toy line. I don't know. I've never seen Lion King. Maybe. I don't know. But there you go. It looks boring as crap. It don't look like he can do nothing. Don't look much like a playset. Ugh, let's move on. And even Hot Wheels got into the act with the City Mini Mart. Yeah. A convenience store. Now, I think they did these long before Polly Pocket also probably, so I don't know if you can really count it, but I had to find 20 images. If not, this video would have been like 2 minutes, so there you go. And Mighty Martin Pearl Power Rangers. Yeah, Mighty Martin Merle Power Rangers right here. Micro playset. And there you go. All I know about them is they got the Pink Ranger. Remember the Pink Ranger from the 90s? Whew. I wonder if it was all pink under that pink outfit. You know what I mean? It's all pink on the inside. Let's move on right here to Microzone. I never even heard of this one until I started doing this video. I never even heard of this toy company. But look, a dinosaur head. Which reminds me, Jurassic Park didn't do any. They did do it a micro universe that was kind of like the micro machines, but they didn't do any of these. But here he goes, got a bunch of dinosaurs. I think it has the caveman dinosaurs didn't hang out together. Let's move on. It's making me mad. And Godzilla. Trade Masters is at it again. Surprised it doesn't make sound when it opens up. Remember those Godzilla talking toys at Toys R Us every time you walk past them in the night? Rah, rah, rah. Oh, got on my nerves. But there it is, and I think it came with a trading card. That was really big in the 90s. Everything came with a trading card. I think I did a whole video about that. I'll make a video about any damn thing. And then we've got Small Soldiers. This one was a little different also, but again, I've got to at least try to find 20 pictures in here. Small Soldiers, a little playset right there. Remember that movie? Small Soldiers. Never saw it. And we started right there. Well, I guess it's going to be a little short video today, probably about 9 minutes. But hey, we do a video every day at 8 o'clock. I know I don't do noon videos anymore, sorry. Just 8 o'clock every night. We got a lot of shorts mixed in, and on the weekends we might do something special also. Who knows? But let me know, did you play with it? Were you a kid in the 90s? If so, did you play with it in these mini play sets?
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.